Ladies and gentlemen, I have been listening to a couple of reviews going on with Monday Night Raw and so forth, and I've got to say something. This company is totally shitting on women's wrestling, especially with Eva Marie. This woman has a NXT UK wrestler by the name of Piper Niven taking her place for her in-ring debut. She's supposed to wrestle, and yet she's doing the same fucking thing she was doing when she started. She's a heel trying to generate heat on herself. Woman, you got more heat on you than you can shake a stick at. You don't need any more hateful heat on you. This was by far the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. A woman goes in the ring, performs, wins the match, and the person that was supposed to wrestle takes the credit of the person who took her spot. Now, is that some bullshit or is that some bullshit? I can't believe the nonsense that this company continues to do. They're killing women's wrestling in their own company, which they had good wrestling going on with their women's division. Now, with a few women wrestlers on their main roster, the roster on the NXT for women's wrestling is not that bad. That's about the only thing that's going for them in women's wrestling. They had to go off and do this shit. I am really ashamed of being a fan of this company. And bottom line, I'll be straight up honest with you guys. There's a guy probably coming out of NXT real soon. His name's Adam Cole, baby. And probably Karrion Kross. And I wouldn't be surprised. Vince McMahon fucks them both up. Both of them. Yeah, that's right, folks. I guarantee there will be a burial of Adam Cole and Karrion Kross when they leave NXT eventually. That happens, I swear to God, I am not watching this program. I'm not reviewing SmackDown. I'm not watching any of the modern day shit this company has to offer. Because they offer nothing to the table. That's one thing. Secondly, I think that this company really needs to change their fucking attitude or throw in the towel and close up shop. Because at this point, they're worse than WCW was in 2000. And I think I've said that several times on this channel. I don't know what it's going to take for this company to wake up and smell the fucking roses here. Like, escape from your fucking concussion that you've received and been in a coma and on a breathing machine, a life support, whatever you want to call it, and get off the fucking hospital bed and wake the fuck up. There is no reason for this company to be doing this shit outside of the fact that they're just giving up and they don't care, and they don't like women's wrestling. They don't like wrestling fans. They don't want nothing to do with their audience. So please do us a favor and you can get lost instead of telling us like Triple H did this past week, which I actually covered on the NXT review Thursday. I was trying to make sense of it. You know, I was trying to hope maybe he wasn't. I was trying to look on in a positive aspect on what he was trying to say. Some of it was positive, like people going ahead and looking in the news. It does spoil some of the fun of kayfabe intrigue towards wrestling. Takes that away. It doesn't make them all as much of excited as they would be if it was a surprise. And I believe that's the internet's fault. That really fucks things up for people's, excitement, bringing out the more energy and emotion towards it. knowing full well what's going to happen. It's kind of like getting spoilers for a movie and knowing exactly what's going to take place before it takes place for the first time of actually viewing it. And that's what wrestling is. Wrestling is based off of the first view, the first impression of what you get from when you see it. Me personally, I agree with that, but the rest of the comments he said was fucking retarded. You don't tell your audience either like it or don't watch. Why the hell would you do that? You're giving them a shitty product already. You're going to tell them not to watch because they don't like it? That's really fucking stupid. I would never, if I'm having a bad streak of bad luck with creative ideas, I wouldn't dare question people's opinions on what they're seeing from what I'm providing them while my fucking ratings are going in the tank. They're plummeting. I mean, come on, man. That's fucking idiotic outside of the fact that you're purposely throwing in the towel, saying you quit, and you don't give a fuck if they watch or they don't watch. Personally, I think that's rather fucking stupid. If you're gonna sell your business, sell it now. Don't get greedy and continue to try to juice out whatever revenue you can get from it before selling it. Because I guarantee you this audience aspect of live crowds is not going to be like it used to be. I don't think there's going to be 15,000 screaming fans inside of an arena. I don't even think the fucking pay-per-view for SummerSlam in Las Vegas is going to be all that great of a fucking standout either. I'll tell you why. I actually looked on Ticketmaster and looked at the prices that they were charging people for WrestleMania. 25,000 fucking seats, and you're going to tell me that I got to pay $1,000 for the same seat last year that I paid $275 for? You got to be out of your goddamn mind. And people are stating on YouTube, the other YouTubers that are bigger than mine, they're stating, oh, the ticket sales are horrendous. They're fucking terrible. I wonder why. You're going to fucking tell me you're going to go out there and spend $1,000 for a fucking front row ticket? And actually, those cost a lot more than that. They cost like $5,000 to $10,000 per ticket. You're asking for a very slim audience to come to your show. They just want rich people to come to their fucking show. What fucking rich person would take their fucking hard-earned money where they make $100,000 or above and take it and throw it out on a fucking ticket for $10,000 to go see some fucking piece of shit WWE pay-per-view or an episode of Raw or SmackDown? You gotta be fucking retarded. You must not care about the value of your money or anything. I've seen fucking ticket sales offers by AEW where they go on to tell us that the lowest ticket is $20 per ticket. And that probably means you would be on the upper level of in the arena where they're taking place for the show. And that's reasonable. I could afford that. I could afford a couple of $100, especially for an AEW Dynamite or a pay-per-view even. Most definitely a pay-per-view. Dynamite, I could pass on seeing it live. I'd rather see the fucking pay-per-view live. Okay? But my point being is this. Why in the hell would these people think that there's people out there that think they have the kind of money to go out and spend this shit on fucking WWE, Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-view, hell, TakeOver even. I wouldn't spend a continental fucking nickel on a TakeOver event the way it's been lately. Now, maybe I'll change my mind as we get a live crowd again and we start having takeovers be takeovers the way they used to be. But my God, people, TakeOver hasn't been the same. I came on here last night or 2 nights ago on fucking Sunday night after the fucking TakeOver show was over. I spent 9 minutes, and you guys know for a fact, the ones that follow me, the very few that follow me, know for a fact I always produce at least 40 minutes worth of content giving you my overall opinion on the fucking show and how it went down in my mind and how it went. 9 minutes is all I wanted to fucking do. I did not give a flying fuck for NXT TakeOver. It was not even worth my fucking time. I cared more about the NBA playoffs. I was on FanDuel betting with NBA playoff games, and I was paying more attention to how I was doing for that than I was for NXT TakeOver. That's the reason why I didn't fucking spend 20 to 40 minutes doing a coverage on TakeOver. Because I just didn't give a flying fuck about TakeOver. It wasn't all that great of a show. It was a glorified, enhanced show of NXT on Tuesday nights. That's all it was. Plain and simple. If you want to tell me otherwise, go ahead, but your opinion means nothing to me at this point in time, because they did not put the kind of effort they've done in the past. That's all there is to it. I'm not talking opinion. I'm speaking fact right now about TakeOver. That was a bullshit fucking pay-per-view. There was 2 good matches on that entire card. The rest of it was average at best, and it wasn't even remotely a TakeOver. I gave off a list of fucking matches, and some of the matches that took place on NXT television was more worthy to be on TakeOver than the matches on TakeOver themselves. Okay? There you go. But that is just half the shit I'm just talking about. I'm just ranting here about WWE's product. More importantly, the reason why I came on here was to talk about Eva Marie. I think what they did with Piper Niven was god-awful garbage. I don't understand why they would fucking do something like that to a talent that has not even scratched the surface of the United States soil. Nobody even knows who this woman is. And from the review I heard from everyone, they came out and said that the announcer said, "Who is that?" You're going to tell me that you don't know who the hell that is. Now, I could understand if she was never part of any brand, NXT, NXT UK, or any Raw or SmackDown show. But to legitimately say that to a performer who's on your roster and not give an insight and act like she's a fucking nobody is a complete insult to your talent and actually an insult to your own self, because you don't have a fucking knowledge of your own roster. That's pretty fucking pathetic. Vince McMahon, and if Bruce Pritchard is part of the whole ideas of what they do on this program, which I'm starting to get to the point where I'm not going to blame Bruce Pritchard for everything. The one thing I will blame him for is he doesn't open up his mouth. He's a guy that will do what he's told to do. That I will agree, because if that was the case, we would have seen him out of office a lot sooner. Because he would have spoke his mind. He would have done what Paul Heyman did. I guarantee you Paul Heyman got fired in 1 year because of the constant bickering back and forth between him and Vince McMahon on creative ideas. That is the reason why he lost his spot as creative writer of Monday Night Raw in 2019. Or it may have been, 2019 was when he lost the job. He got the job in 2018. So, bottom line, guys, it's that simple. The whole thing is, the only issue Bruce Pritchard has with me is he hasn't spoken out, said what's on his mind, and do something. If it's that fucking terrible, if he can't get through Vince McMahon to do the right thing, then bottom line, guys, he should find another job where he's happy doing what he does, not kissing Vince McMahon's ass. I guarantee Impact would give him a job. He's worked for Impact before. I've seen him with Scott D'Amore plenty of times. I couldn't tell the fucking difference between the two on who's what, because they almost looked exactly the same. But bottom line, guys, this company is a waste. And I'm promising you, this company fucks up Adam Cole and Karrion Kross. Actually, if they fuck up either one of them, whoever goes first to NXT or to WWE's main roster, Raw or SmackDown, I'm pretty certain it's going to be Adam Cole first, since he's been there longer than Karrion Kross. And they fuck up Adam Cole, I'm done. There ain't no more, let's talk about WWE on this channel anymore. This is World of Wrestling. I'm a fan of professional wrestling. Yeah, I like the entertainment aspect. I like a little creativity and a little bit out of the box type of thing every once in a while. You know, like the Undertakers, the Godfathers, that kind of shit, and get really cool, gimmicky, good quotes. Orange Cassidy is a prime example of that. Orange Cassidy would be great for WWE. There's only one problem. Vince McMahon would take one look at Orange Cassidy and fuck him up. That's simple. He would change every aspect about him because he just didn't like the fact that he came up with a great fucking gimmick himself to get himself over. So, folks, all I gotta say is Vince McMahon needs to just hang it up, close up shop, sell the fucking company off to whoever the fuck he wants, because pretty much in my mind, this company's dead as dead can get. They're more dead than WCW ever was. I mean, WCW at least had some aspects of good wrestling, entertainment. They had classic wrestlers still performing for their company on a full-time basis. The only problem is they didn't give some of the younger talent the opportunity to main event alongside with the bigger talent. Billy Kidman was a fucking waste. They fucked him up big time with Hulk Hogan. I mean, bottom line, there ain't nothing more to say here. Anyway, guys, I got nothing more to say on this subject. You know how I feel about WWE. I'd like to enjoy WWE, be a big time advocate for them, and say they're a good company. They're not giving me any reason to. So, you guys know what to do. Hit the like button if you like the video. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. And leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. And you guys will definitely get a review on NXT for today's episode of June 15th, 2021. I will provide that immediately after the show is over and upload it on the channel later on tonight. So I thank you guys very much for watching this one. And I'll speak to you guys soon later on tonight. Bye.